Hello, everybody, and welcome to Shooting It Straight with Donnie C. I am your host, Donnie C. I want to thank everybody for coming and hanging out with us. I appreciate it. And not only do I appreciate it, but my good friend Dave. Dave, tell him you appreciate it.
I appreciate the hell out of it.
He appreciates the hell out of it. Now, for those of you who have been following us, I just happened to notice something, and I don't know if they picked up on it right away or not, but I did. Dave, you don't have a tagline. There's no...
Fooled you!
Nice beaver. Thanks, I just had it stuffed. I actually used that line the other day. It was awesome. That's a great line. What was that? Naked Gun? Was that the first one?
That was, I believe, the original Naked Gun, yes.
I think it was the first one. Yeah. I wasn't sure if it was the first one or the 33 and a third or something.
Yeah.
But I thought it was the first one. Okay.
Telling you, it's getting harder.
Show, everybody. A little bit of an intro, but we're here. We made it. Like we said, we do appreciate you hanging out with us. Hopefully you had a good week. I know I had a busy week. Dave has a busy week. We always have a busy week. And if you caught last week's show, Dave had a unexpected visitor, and he tried getting rid of his visitor. In case you don't see it, so I don't want to. No spoilers here.
Nope.
If you didn't see it,
spoiler alert.
Dave had to get rid of his visitor.
Yeah. Guest.
Yeah, his guest. And the problem for Dave, what did you use again?
I used a bucket and a paper bag.
Bucket and paper bag. Now,
yes.
I don't know if you're aware of this, but I just want to bring this to your attention. For $12 at Home Depot, you can have a tote, and all your worries go away.
Hey, that's not bad. Hey, ship it to me. Order it on Amazon or something and ship it to me.
I'll have to get a petty cash account for Dave and his unwanted guests and whatnot.
That's awesome.
So that was just a little something for those who have seen last week's. And then last week I also I was in the middle of talking about dream cars and how I don't really have a dream car, and I really don't have a dream car. But then it dawned on me days later, and I go, shit, I missed it. And I should have answered, but there is a car that I wanted to get, and I saw it. I watched a stupid show on Netflix, because who doesn't watch stupid shows on Netflix? Where they have, and I can't remember the name of it. I should have looked it up. I know, my bad. But they have where people work on their car, so it's like a piece of crap car, like I forget what they call them, sleeper cars.
Okay.
So they have a sleeper car, and they race against. They have 3 sleeper cars, and they race against a Ferrari or whatever it is. They race against, and there was one of these cars, the McLaren.
Ooh.
Now.
Yo, that is fucking sweet, dude.
That is the car. So for those who were watching the show last week, this is a 2023 McLaren. But that's the car. If I was loaded and I had money to burn, my dream car, Booyah Shakalaka, that's the one. I was going to fix it too, but I just left it. But yeah, so that's my last week's, one of the questions was, what would be my dream car?
Wow, that is sweet.
Something to that effect would be my dream car.
Yeah, the black that's mint.
Right?
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's what I thought. So I figured I'd bring it up today and talk to you about it, and then that's it. So those are last week's updates.
Yeah, and speaking of last week's last week's episode.
You can't even fucking talk.
I can't even talk, man. God. A little behind the scenes, when we do our episodes, we rewatch them and make sure that we didn't sound like complete fucking idiots. And so, it's like, Don, did you listen to it? And he's like, did you pass gas during the episode? And I'm like...
There was a time, I forget what time frame it was.
Yeah.
And I wish it knew, but you started to laugh, and it sounded like, and you all eloquent, I don't know, whether you're the queen or something, you passed gas. You fucking farted.
No, so if anybody listened to last episode and you heard a little creak or you thought somebody broke wind on the episode, it was not. It was my chair. I'm still trying to get it to, when I move around, it'll replicate the passing of the gas, and it was not me, it was the chair. He hasn't been able to
replicate it since.
It's going to come up, and I'm going to be like, see?
I'm just gonna think it's you passing gas again.
So now if I'm just gonna sit here, nice and straight and stiff, so I don't move. So there's my amendment from last week.
Sure. Yeah. And those were my amendments for the dream car. I apologize, Anonymous, for not answering your question correctly. I wasn't misleading. I wasn't lying. But as you know, this show, and if you don't know now, you're gonna know. This show I completely make up as I go along. I have no idea what's going on. Dave is like the producer of the show. He gets the question. So if you have a question, you want me to answer it, send it to shootingitstraightwdc@gmail.com. And Dave gets the emails, and he reads them to me live while we're recording, and I have no time to prep for it whatsoever. So occasionally, while I'm on my rants and my raves, I might forget something that I thought about in the past, and it just gone.
Yeah.
And then I was pissed off. I was like, I had a car, and I didn't think I had a car. But
welcome to the podcast world. That's what happens.
Exactly. You got to listen. You can't be hitting 100% all the time.
No.
I'm 100% about 85% of the time.
It always happens. We'll record an episode, and then like the next day or whatever, you'll sit there and go, "Ah, shit."
Yep. It's like when somebody gets you with a bad fucking line or whatever, and then you want to say something clever, and you got nothing, and then you're in the shower the next day, and you're doing like your shampoo or something. Not that me and Dave have to worry about too much of that.
Yeah, I know.
And then all of a sudden, you go, why didn't I say this? You son of a bitch. I would have been, that's the greatest comeback I could have had. And I said, no, now he just looked like an idiot. So here I am looking like an idiot.
No, it's all good, man. It's all good.
It happens. And then the other thing that I wanted to talk about today, but we can't find it anymore. It popped up on my Facebook for a minute, and I looked into it a little bit, and I read something that said, and this could be a lie, this could be made up, and I'll explain why it could be
fake news.
Fake news. It's going to tell you it's the greatest story of all time. I'm going to tell you the great story. It's going to be huge, and you're going to love it. So I heard that Troy Aikman was working on having a pill to help with ED. Now, when you're younger, nobody gives a crap about it. When you get older, people start to worry about it because erectile dysfunction, when you're older, you want it to work. So, I was like, oh, maybe it's a topic for the show. Let's bring it up. I mentioned it to Dave. I did a little bit of research. The thing that I read said that he put like $5 million in. He spent 6 months of research, made it into a gummy bear type. Like, I learned all this stuff. And then, on top of it, I read that it grew your penis 2 to 4 inches. So I thought the world would go crazy for this thing. And I told Dave, I go, you got to look it up. Maybe we'll talk about it on the show. Yeah. So Dave looked it up and fell into a rabbit hole of what, Dave?
Dongs. Nothing but dongs.
Penis galore.
I called Don. I said, where is this article that you were seeing with Troy Aikman and ED pills? Because all I found was links bringing me to nothing but I'm looking at everybody's gigantic dongs. So thank you for that.
I go, Dave, no, just... And I typed it in my Google search or whatever, and I go, no, look, there's like 15 different leads. I clicked on one, it was what he was seeing. I clicked on another, I'm like, holy shit, it's a rabbit hole of large penises. So if somebody's looking for that, Troy Aikman erect ED. Find it.
So my thing was I thought Don was making this bullshit up, so that when I click on it, I'm just looking at penises, and then he'll make a joke about me looking at penises,
And it would have been a great skit, but that wasn't it. But it turned out to be that anyway, because Dave was looking at penises all day.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, the TikTok thing that we did with the girls doing the flashes and stuff like that, I don't know if this is like going back to a previous episode.
Okay.
The dongs are starting to show up on TikTok now.
Oh, they really?
I don't know if you've seen these, but you got
I haven't.
your well-endowed men in scantily clad shorts doing like all these like gymnastic moves and stuff while their shit's just sitting there flopping around. So
because I can do gymnastic moves.
And it's purely research. It's not like I'm looking for these. It just comes up on my thread.
I mentioned this thing to my wife, and she goes, "Don't take that pill. Don't take that pill." I go, "Okay," which is great for me. Thanks, honey. I love you.
Don't need an extra 2 or 4 inches.
I said, "I'm putting that on the air." She goes, "You can quote me if you have to." I don't remember the exact quote. I was like, whatever. It's good. It's good enough. But but yes, I sent Dave down a rabbit hole of large penises.
Yeah. It's just more shit that's gonna come up on all my feeds, man. All the research I do on this show just comes up.
And I love it because we were talking about that on one of the other episodes.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah, it just.
So if you're following us, if you actually follow us and you watch most of the episodes and stuff like that, all of this stuff will make sense that we just talked about. If you haven't, it's your first episode. Well, then you got to go back and watch some of the older shit.
Yeah. You got to do some binge watching.
A little bit, just a little here and there. It'll be fun. You can see how much we've progressed.
Yeah. We've come a long way.
So, Dave, what do you have as far as the first point of view, topic, or whatever you want to talk about here? What do we got going on today's show that I know nothing about?
You know nothing about. Well, you should. Well, if you're paying attention to the news, we'll bring up the writer's strike real quick.
I have heard of the writer's strike. I don't know. Do we know why they're striking?
I
know that they have because there was a big deal that Peter, what's his name? Speaking of big dicks, the white guy that was dating Kim Kardashian that said he had a big penis and everything else, and then who said it? Ariana Grande.
Okay.
Said that he had a big penis, and he said the only reason why she's saying that is so that when people date him, they expect him to have a big penis now, so they're always let down. Pete Towns? No, Townsend is who? What am I
have no idea. The only actor that I know that has probably a big dong is Kevin Bacon, because he's always fucking flapping that thing around, man.
I didn't even know that. That's
yeah. So, 6th degree to Kevin Bacon. He's got a big dong, too.
Okay. I didn't know that. He was on Saturday Night Live, and he was supposed to host the Saturday Night Live, and then they had to cancel it because of the writer's strike.
Okay.
Well, whatever. If you know who it is.
You think of it while I read to you why.
Uh-huh.
Okay, according to Google, it says the WGA has said it is seeking to address an existential crisis. Oh boy! For writers, brought on by shorter episode orders and the transition to streaming. It also says that it could have been a deal could have reached by the time the contract was May 1st, but they did not reach that. I'm assuming because it's now the 11th, and
right, and it still hasn't happened.
Yeah.
And
so
it's Pete Davidson.
Pete Davidson. Okay.
I don't know why I couldn't come up with it.
See? I told you, I gave it time to read, to listen. Yeah, there you go. So, but, that's why we're going, we're ad-libbing today, because we have no writers. So.
Right, that's it. Nobody wrote my jokes. I got nothing. So, thanks for, I hope you enjoyed the show. No.
Yeah, goodbye, everybody.
Well, here's the problem. With so many years ago, and when I say years ago, I don't mean like, in the 1950s. And yes, I'm using a voice again for an old person, Dave. Go fuck yourself. We put on the program, and we watched, there was 4 channels. And there really was like maybe 5, 6, 7 channels. You didn't have cable. Then you got into cable, you had all these channels. You had all these movies, you had all these things. Now, between your Netflix, your Amazon Prime, your Hulu, your whatever the fuck you have, there's so many different Tubu or Tubo or Voodoo or Badu or Doodoo.
Tubi,
I don't know what the fuck it is.
Tubi, Prime, all them.
Yeah, there's so many. There's shows coming out all the time. And if you think about it, okay, let's say you're a good writer or a great writer. You're going to work on this level. But then you have all the writers all over the place. And there's so many sitcoms and quick movies and short stories and this, that, the other. And how the fuck do you keep up with it all?
Yeah. And not only that, they're shrinking the, like, on TV, seasons used to be like 22 to 26 episodes.
Right.
Now seasons are like 8 episodes, 10 episodes, at the most now.
Much quicker pace.
So they're trying to, crank them out, yeah.
I mean, I don't know what the pressure is. I watched a Netflix episode about how they made South Park, and those guys do it in 6 days, and that to me is amazing.
Yeah, because they're always
have you seen that or no?
No, I didn't. I'd like to though, because they obviously do all the current shit,
Right.
So I've always wondered how they pulled that off.
They do it in a 6-day period. They make a show, an episode from like literally no idea of what's going on, sort of like my show.
Yeah,
no idea. 2, they meet in a boardroom, and they start talking about things. And they start interacting with each other, and they write things down, and then 6 days later, a full show.
Yeah. Which could explain them too, because their seasons have shrunk too. You know what I'm saying? They're not as.
But everything is quicker, faster, to the point of, I need it now, and that's it. And in a week from now, I don't need you. So, I mean, with writers, is there enough writing now where you go, okay, I need it now, you get it, but then are you waiting on a job? Like, for me, I'm an electrician, I build houses for people.
Mm-hmm.
I have multiple houses I build.
Right.
As a writer, are you, like, locked into one place? Or can you write for multiple places at once?
It depends. You know?
I don't know how it works, but if you only have one gig, and you write for the whole season, and you write the whole season, and it's only a short period of time, well, how long does it take you to do that? And then what do you do next? You wait for the next season to start? Did you get picked up? Did you not get picked up? You got to wait halfway through the season. What do you...
Yeah.
I
don't know the inner workings.
Works, so...
Yeah, me neither.
But yeah, with the strike, I know a lot of comedians aren't as funny anymore. Or a lot of shows and stuff.
Yeah,
it sucks. And
I think a lot of the late night shows they're not going, right, because
I think so. Yeah,
because
nobody's writing the jokes.
Mm-hmm.
Because years ago, the people who had the jobs because they were funny, or they knew how to tell a story, or they could do it, whatever it was. But now, as long as you can deliver it, it don't matter. Somebody else is writing the shit for you, and you're just blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And that's how they do it. Blah,
Yeah,
blah,
there's. I'm assuming, like, for a stand-up comedian, it's different doing like an hour set than it is to do a nightly show. You know what I mean? Because you put your work in to create that hour show.
That hour set takes months.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. And then so for a nightly, talk show,
right.
You need all that shit now. So it's impossible for them to do those kind of episodes.
Right,
but
that's what I'm saying. So I don't know. And I mean, listen, I don't have a lot of time to watch a lot of TV, but when I do, I'm hoping that it's funny. I hope that I enjoy it and stuff. And if that's the writers, then give them what they deserve. I mean,
give them what they deserve. Yeah.
I mean, here's my thing. I'm an athlete.
Mm-hmm.
I make $50 million a year.
Yep.
Teachers, writers, other people who are changing the world or influencing the world or making life better for people and everything. Why can't they get money?
Oh, I agree.
It's absolutely absurd. I don't understand how athletes in the government make all the fucking money in the world.
Yeah.
And the rest of us are all shit out of luck. Well, that doesn't seem fair.
Nope.
But that's how it is.
Nope. Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Remember that when you get up at like 4 a.m. tomorrow to go to work.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm.
Thanks. Thanks, life.
Yeah, thanks. I should have been an athlete. Who would have thunk? All these years later, I'm talking about sports, and I should have been. All right, what else we got?
Did you have something that you wanted to show for Superstitions?
Oh, yes, Superstitions. Yes, I forgot about that. Yes, I went to the gas station yesterday actually, and for whatever reason, I'm in a rush. I was trying to get to somebody's house. My family was helping pull weeds for an elderly guy's house and stuff like that. He fell on some hard times, and we wanted to be nice and help out and do this stuff. So my wife and my daughter were there. My father-in-law was there. Everybody's over there. And me and my son were getting ready to go over there. But my tank was on E, and I hardly ever keep it on E, but I kept it on E because I was in a rush the night before. So I'm like, screw it, I'll just get gas next time I'm out. And then the next time I had to leave, I was in a rush again. Anyway, so I go to the gas station in a rush. I swipe my card. They have your loyalty numbers. Do you get 50, points off? Whatever. I type it in. Do I have it? Yeah, 50 cents off a gallon. Huge.
Woohoo!
Great. Something goes wrong. Gone. I lose the 50 cents. Fuck you. I try it again. Now the card, I hit the wrong number. Fucking cancel again. Try it again. Click. Finally, I got the fucking gas to pump.
Right.
Great. As I'm pumping the gas, it ends. It just stops. And normally I click it to the next closest dollar because I'm an asshole and I've got OCD like that.
No, I do the same thing.
The gas pump, and it's not a great picture because I was in the sun and the gas tank sucked, but it literally stopped right there. 6666. Now, I know 666 is the devil's number. I don't know what the extra 6 is. But, I saw it and I go, I wonder, how many people would see that and get freaked out by that shit?
Yeah.
And are you superstitious?
It depends, but yes, I can be.
Okay.
Yeah, if I saw that, I would have definitely rounded that fucker up. Oh hell no, you're not stopping there.
No, I said fuck this thing. It's
Let fate ride.
Exactly. At this point, it's over already. There's nothing I can do about it. So I just took a picture of it, and it was a crappy picture, but I took a picture. You can see my reflection a little bit. How you doing?
How you doing?
But yeah, I was like, whatever, fuck it. I'm not even gonna pretend to change it or anything else. I'll just leave it the way it is.
Yeah.
But for me, I believe in a lot of stupid shit and this, that, the other. But superstitions never really... It's weird because I don't believe in them, but I don't tempt fate with them either.
Nope.
Like, if there's a ladder, I've walked under ladders many a times. But if I can walk around it, I will. If I break a mirror, I break a fucking mirror. What am I going to do?
Yeah.
7 years bad luck? I broke a lot of mirrors. But, like, where do you draw the line? Are you one of those people that has to be, like, like, you have to do a certain ritual or routine?
No. It's just, it's the stupid shit. Like you're saying, if I'm out there doing my job or whatever and I see a ladder, I make sure I go, around it. I'm not going through it.
What about a black cat? If you see a black cat, do you, it's black cat, in front of me, oh no. Like, do you get freaked out, or are you like, fuck that cat?
For that instance, I'm like, yeah, fuck that cat, because it's a high probability you're going to run into a black cat. So
black cats are out there.
Right,
My
but how about
a black cat?
Right, but how about on the good side? If like a superstition, if no,
I was gonna say, don't you go there.
If a bird shits, if a bird shits on you, that's supposedly good luck.
And if it rains on your wedding day, it's good luck.
Right, exactly.
But do you know why, if it rains on a wedding day, it's good luck?
I have no idea.
Because the brides were pissed off that it was fucking raining, and the groom had to come up with some shit to make her fucking feel better. That's why she wasn't on Bridezilla about it. So they said it's good luck. I don't know if that's an actual fact, but that's just what I'm thinking. Because if my wife was like, I can't believe it's raining, no, it's supposed to be good luck, baby. It's supposed to, and you say it enough times, then all of a sudden they're like, ooh, that's our out. If it rains on our wedding day, it's good luck. Now the bird shitting on you, you're shit out of luck on that one.
Have you ever been shot upon by a bird?
I have been shot upon.
Yeah.
Yes. And I don't think my luck changed that day.
No, it didn't. I was at one of the boardwalks, either Seaside or whatever, because there's a ton of them. So your percentage of getting shot upon is very high on the boardwalk.
There's a shitty good chance.
Because I had my jacket on. It was like, I'm walking, all of a sudden.
Did you ever have one of them bastards come and steal your food?
Well, no, people would like not me, but I've seen people like they'll hold up their French fries or some shit like that, and then
not to hold up, but it steals it.
No, I've never seen that or had it happen.
Funnel cake. A seagull stole my funnel cake one day. Not the whole thing. I ate I'm a gustaman. I ate a lot of it, but there was some left.
Yeah.
And I said something, and as I turned to say something to somebody, fucking bird.
You don't fuck around with somebody's summer boardwalk treat, man.
Cake or something? Get the hell out of here! I'll give you a piece of the hot dog or something, but not the funnel cake. Give it back.
Oh man, but no.
Yeah, so I saw that, and I don't know. Superstitions, like I said, it never really. I don't really feed into them, but if I can avoid it on the other side of it, I don't tempt it just to be on the safe side.
Yeah, but no, I have, like, I'll joke about it, like, because I bowl and stuff like that in leagues, so it's happened a couple times where if I shoot my 3 games ends up at a 666, I'll take a picture of it and be like, oh shit, I'm in trouble,
Right.
But
that's it. But you don't really think you're going to be in trouble or not?
No, because what it is I just live my daily life, and that's it's shit anyway. So.
Or is our daily life so busy and fucked up because of all these things happening?
Right, exactly.
I do not know. I
need
not
more
know the
birds
answers to these questions.
I need more birds to shit on me. We gotta.
Bird shit to bad luck ratio here.
We gotta change that.
All right, what else do we got? I forgot about the superstition thing.
Yeah. All right, what we got? Do you want to do some questions?
Sure, I'd love some questions.
All right, let's go. I think you know this person very well.
I don't know. We'll find out.
From Miss Carrie Ann.
If it's the Carrie Ann I'm thinking, I know her very well.
There you go. And she would like to know, what is your opinion about participation trophies?
Oh, I hate those fucking things. Participation trophies. This is my wife, and that's why she's asking, because she knows I go off on a tangent on this shit sometimes. She just probably wants to see how far I'll go on the fucking show. No, participation trophies are shit.
Yeah.
Like, the reason... why do you get a trophy? What's the reason you get a trophy? It's because you've excelled in something you've done, whether
Right.
it's as an individual or as a team.
And usually
Whatever
it's like,
is.
usually it would be like for your top 3 winners.
Correct.
And if they wanted to fuck around for your last place, they give you a little donkey or some shit,
Well,
But that was it.
As a joke thing, like
Right,
whatever.
right.
Okay. Right, which I don't think they should do that either.
What? Hey, I've got a
I think
donkey
it's funny.
trophy. It's funny as shit.
All right. I guess it could be, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
but
okay, but for me, I think if everybody gets a participant, I don't know why I can't. I caught your disease. I can't talk now either. If everybody gets a participation trophy,
good job.
I'll be here until the end of the show. Then it doesn't matter how good or bad you do. You're content with being where you are as a kid because you received an award instead of, well, they beat us every time and they got an award, so next season or next time we get there, I'm gonna try harder. Why? You got a trophy, they got a trophy. Why you gotta try harder? You gotta do shit. You're still gonna get the same fucking thing at the end.
Right.
Now, is their trophy a little bit bigger? Maybe. Ooh. But it doesn't teach the kid that cutting edge of drive and wanting to win. And if everybody's winning, nobody's losing. That's not how life works.
Have
do you
you?
get better?
Because you have two kids. Have you?
I have 4 kids. But
Yeah, 4 kids. But I'm saying you have 2 younger ones right now.
Yeah.
Is it still a thing? Like, do they come home with shit like that?
My youngest, who
Mm-hmm.
is 12 going on 13 now, he plays soccer.
Right.
And his coach last season and beyond that would say, if the kids get participation trophies, I'm not handing them out.
Oh, really? Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was very much like we are.
Yeah.
Like, you either earn it or you don't deserve it.
Right.
I'm not going to give you a trophy just because you showed up. Mm-hmm. So, for them, no, they never got it.
Okay.
If you succeed, you get medals and trophies.
Right.
But that's
Right.
the way it's supposed to be, because that's
Yeah.
what teaches you in your life to work harder to gain more whatever it is. If it's for work, it's you gain more income, hopefully, because you're doing a better job and you try to do better. If it's sports, you try to be number 1, so you try and move
Right.
forward and you try and get a scholarship, or you try and just be top dog in that whatever it is.
Or
whatever
try to
sport
get
it is.
better. To try to. Yeah.
Or if you're not getting them, you go, I know what I have to do because I see who's getting the trophies and I want one of them and I'm jealous. So jealousy, it's not bad to be jealous, people. It's what you do with it. Mm-hmm. If jealousy fires you up and makes you want to do more and become a better person, well, then that's not bad.
Yeah.
That's good for you. And that's
Yeah.
good for kids because kids need to learn the value of disappointment.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of these kids aren't learning that. And in my opinion, and again, these are all my opinions, and if you don't like it, I'm sorry. Too bad for you. But because a lot of kids...
Yell at him.
I hope you're pointing in the right direction.
I hope so too. That'll be the playback. I fucked
That'd be
up.
awesome.
All right, I'll do this. Blame him.
Just in case. The kids aren't learning how to be disappointed as a young kid and how to adjust and emotionally understand that.
Yeah.
So then they have a harder time, and I'm not saying all kids. Some kids have developmental issues. Some kids have other things going on, and those are a different story completely. But your general purpose kid, if you will, I don't even know if that's allowed to be said anymore, but I'm saying it, so fuck anybody who's woke. They need to be disappointed. They need to be disappointed. This way they learn how to cope with it.
Yeah.
Not only to overcome it, but to thrive from it and become stronger individuals so that when they grow up, your children aren't these big pussies anymore. That, I'm entitled, I deserve it, I tried my best, I should get it. No, you shouldn't. Your best wasn't good enough. If you tried your best, I'm proud of you for doing your best, and I am proud of you. But their best was better than your best.
Yeah.
So I can still be proud of my child and them not accomplish the goal that they reached or they wanted to reach.
Yeah.
And that's where the disconnect, I think, is. And then because of that, the suicide rate has gone up ridiculous also because kids don't know how to deal with disappointment. And then all of a sudden now they're teenagers and they're not getting what they want. and
Right.
they're getting turned down by people they're asking out, and now they're confused. Why are they turning me down? What's going on? I thought I was always okay. Like they're supposed to say yes, and now this disappointment is hitting them at a time when emotionally they're developing all these different feelings going through their life changes and everything else, and their hormones are all fucked up, and their thought process is all fucked up, and now they don't know how to deal with any of this disappointment,
Right.
and it destroys them.
Yeah.
And I think it starts with the participation trophies.
It could. It very may well. I mean, my kid's only she's basically just bowling, and I think they do it right there because they'll, if she has a good week, she could potentially get bowler of the week. She could potentially get bowler of the month. If she has an honor score or whatever, she gets the patches and stuff like
That's
that. But
awesome.
those are all,
Short-term rewards.
You earned that, so that's
Right.
what you got. And then, when the season's over, she may get like a medallion or whatever that just basically it's not a trophy, but what it does is it tells you what your high scores were for the year.
Right.
So that's all. It's
Those are your highlights.
right,
That's-
exactly.
Congratulations. Here's your highlights. This is
Right.
the best you did with this, and I completely condone that.
Right.
That gives a child something to look forward to. They did their best, and
Right.
they got something.
Right.
But then the winner gets a trophy.
Right, exactly. But, like second and third might actually get something too. I'm not sure. We finished fifth. I'm like, nah, we're shit out of luck. We don't get shit.
And that's the way it should be, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless you're last place, then you get a jackass.
And then you get the jackass. I swear to God, I think it had to have been back when I was a kid in one of them junior leagues where I finished last place, and I remember taking home a donkey.
Were you excited about it?
Yes, I was. It was cool. I wish I still fucking had that thing, but I don't.
It would be right next to Dave. For those of you who don't know, obviously you're learning that Dave bowls.
Yes.
Not only does Dave bowl, but
Yeah.
Dave bowls like a fucking bowler, like a bowler. Like Dave, what's a perfect game?
300.
How many 300s do you have?
7.
7 3. This motherfucker in front of me right here, in front of
Yeah.
all you, has 7 perfect games.
Yes.
Which is 12, 10, 11, 12 strikes in a row, correct?
Yeah, 12 strikes in a game.
12
yes.
strikes in a game, not
Yeah.
in a row. I'm sorry, that's the bowling
Yeah.
terminology.
The 10th
In a row.
frame. The 10th
Right.
frame has
That's
3
great,
potential
right,
strikes. Yes.
Right. So 7 times this dude has bowled. So congratulations, because that's it.
thank you.
I've never
Thank you.
done anything near that, but
Right.
but good for you, kudos, and I am proud of you. Even
Thank
even
you.
though I could never do it. And
Thank you.
Dave has bowled with me, and he's bowled left-handed with me.
Left-handed and still beat him.
Still beat me. I would get the donkey trophy in bowling next year.
Yes. But that's what I'm trying. I'm trying to, teach this into my kid and try to get her, better than I ever was.
Right.
So
But that's the whole point of it. You're supposed to teach the kids there's good and bad in everything.
right.
You're not going to like your teachers. You're not going to like all your coaches. You're not going to like all your bosses. There's disappointment in life.
Mm-hmm.
And it is what it is. Just because the kid doesn't get along with the coach doesn't mean you should change the coach. Just because the kid doesn't get along with the teacher doesn't mean you should change. Now, in certain circumstances, yes, you should.
Right.
But teach the kid disappointment. And again, the trophies are a great way to do it. It's a way to teach them. We'll get them next year's sport.
Mm-hmm.
We'll train over the season, off season, and we'll get better, and we'll show them. And then not only does it build up your connection with your kid as you're working with your child now, so you have a better connection.
Right.
You're teaching them that it's okay, and that they can still work on it, even though they didn't get it. They can still work on it and still achieve greatness if they work hard.
Yeah.
I don't know how you're losing this.
Yeah. I don't know.
Nope, that's not fair. Everybody should get a trophy because everybody tried real hard and they did their best, so they deserve it. Go fuck yourself. Anybody who thinks that, you can go kiss my ass.
Oh, wow. Going out hot. Holy shit.
All right, there's people drive me crazy. This is why my wife asked.
This-
She knows. She knows. She knows.
Okay, I think we need to go to her next question. No.
Okay, next question.
Wow. Thanks, Kara. We should have ended on that one. No. All right, so that one. Yeah, okay. All right. Sorry, I'm looking up which one we're going to pull up. Here we go.
Okay. There it is.
Here we go.
see.
I got it.
I don't know where it is.
I would hope not, because then you could see inside my man cave here, and that's going to be creepy. All right, she says, "Tell me something men do in private that women don't know about."
Oh shit. What What do men do in private that women don't know about? We talk about how we want to have sex with you, but I think we do that in front of you too. That's a big one.
Yeah, so can't use that one.
Private activities. What do men? Okay, here. This is going to be a little racy, Dave.
So now I'm wondering, is it when you're by yourself, or is it when you're with your boys and you talk about, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to think of where the frame of the question would be.
All right, so we'll split it up. Part A, Part B. Part A is if you're by yourself. Some women don't know that their men masturbate.
Okay.
They all do. If he tells you he doesn't, he's lying to you because you're not okay with him masturbating. So it's your fault that he's lying to you.
Honey, I don't do that. I don't do that, honey.
He does. Dave doesn't do it. Okay.
I would never.
Never. Right. If a woman is not okay with you taking care of yourself, there's a reason. And it's an insecurity that she has that you have to figure out what it is.
Mm.
Because, and here's, I'll be a therapist now. Dr. Ruth Westheimer coming in for you. The younger generation doesn't know Dr. Ruth. You remember Dr. Ruth?
Yes, I remember Dr. Ruth. She's
was
the
4'10" sex doctor.
Sex doctor, yeah.
Yeah. So
you're not on a first name basis with her?
But a doctor. Doctor. So, no, I'm not on a first name basis with Dr. Ruth. But her first name is Ruth. But anyway,
it is, so, yeah, Westheimer. Dr. Ruth Westheimer. Yeah.
I know.
All right, go ahead. Sorry.
That's all right. She wrote many books. Read them.
No.
But if she's not okay with you doing that, it's because she thinks that a lot of times, in their heads, from what I've understood in the past and the research I've done in this, because I'm free with it, I don't care who knows or not knows, it happens, and I'm going to do it. And if you expect me not to do it, you're in the wrong relationship. Sorry. It's because they think that they're not good enough for you, or that you need more than what they can offer you. And that has nothing to do with it. But they won't be comfortable with you doing it until you make sure that they are aware that that's not the reason why. So you need to talk to your girl or guy or whoever it is and let them know you're not doing it because of that. You're doing it because of a physical urge or just it's like a release. I've used it for tension relief at times in my life where I'm stressed out and I'm like, I just need something, and I go there.
And it depends on your situation. They may say, "Leave me alone. Go do that."
Right. Go do that instead. Right.
Yeah. Exactly.
Interested. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go handle that yourself.
Right. And okay.
Yeah.
But that's like women when they say don't watch porn. Well, we're not substituting it because you're not good enough for us.
Right. You need that visual stimulation.
Different. It's just something different or whatever, and it has nothing to do with you. But most women that I've talked to and I've had conversations about this is because they have felt that they were insecure about something or that you were cheating on them because you wanted that instead, and that's not the case. So that's guys alone. That's that.
My chair. Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, that's what you're doing.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Now, as a group, guys, this is the one thing every guy that I know of has done at some point in their lives. When you're with a group of guys, you ready? I could pick her up.
Yeah.
I could get her.
Yeah.
Every group of guys, there's a group that, and no matter where you are, what you're doing, and it doesn't even matter, because even I do it with my wife right now. Mm-hmm. Like, I could pick her up. And my wife laughs at me or whatever. I'm like, yeah, you laugh, but I think I can. Like, because I think I can.
Mm-hmm.
But when guys are together, see, I'm very open, so I don't do a lot without my wife around that I wouldn't do when she's not there, because it's me, and you either love me or you don't. Mm-hmm. But this is me. But a lot of guys will talk about other women and be like, oh, she looks good, or this, that, the other, or I could pick her up, or I think she would be this or that. But when they talk to their wives or their girl, I would never say that. That's disgusting. So-and-so said it, and I was appalled. I can't believe that he said that. No, that never happens.
It never happens.
Never happens. You said a joke about it, and then you lied about it and said that you were appalled by it, or I couldn't believe it. You're an asshole.
Hey,
You need to work on your relationship and get an honest relationship.
Yeah, it's natural guy talk, man. When you're together, it becomes like who has the bigger D, man. That's basically what it comes down to.
That's it. Everybody always says it.
Yeah.
Some of us can just prove it.
Yeah.
I didn't say who.
Right. We're not actually pulling them all out to measure who has the bigger.
No, and that's a different party altogether.
Altogether. For a totally different topic and question.
Yeah. But yeah, that's not the private activity we're talking about.
No.
So, I mean, I think that if I had to come up with anything, those would be the ones that I would come up with for those two scenarios, I would imagine.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's pretty much where we go. If I'm having private conversations with friends where they're men, we're usually talking about it's one of three things: sports, women, or whatever, beer, or whatever the hell, So
something that just happened.
Yeah, exactly.
We're very easy creatures.
Exactly.
Food, beer, sex, and what just happened. That's it.
It's that simple.
It's real. You don't need any woman who's reading a book to try and figure out her man.
Yeah.
Give him head.
There you go.
All better. All better.
It's the cure-all.
It fixes everything.
Exactly.
Name one argument you've been in with your wife where if she did that, all of a sudden you'd be like, I guess that wasn't so bad.
Yeah, I'd forgive her in a heartbeat.
It's so simple. Guys have to figure things out and everything else and make it work.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
you got to
crazy.
clean the house, mow the lawn, do this, do that. Still not good enough. They're still pissed off at you.
So I'm real. All you got to do one thing, women. Done. All right. Before we head out, though, thank you, honey. First and foremost, I appreciate the questions. But before we head out, I want to say that this is going to air right after the week after Mother's Day.
After Mother's Day, yes.
All the women out there, I hope you have a very wonderful Mother's Day. Honey, I love you, and thank you for being an incredible mother to our 4 children. The crap you put up with and still work through, I don't know how you do it sometimes. And then on top of that, you get this guy. You got
Winner.
the Jackass Award. You won the Donkey Trophy. So congratulations. But I love you. And to all the women out there who are working hard as a mother, it's one of the hardest jobs, and we do appreciate it. So thank you very much.
Yes.
And happy Mother's Day to all. Have a great week, everybody.
Yes. Happy Mother's Day, everybody. Have a good week.